My 6-year-old recently spilled crumbs all over our SUV, and I talked in a video about how the consequence for her action was simply vacuuming it up, and how consequences get to be a lot simpler than a lot of times we think. I got this question a ton. What do you do if they refuse the consequence? If they don't want to clean it up, if they don't want to do their task, if they don't want to finish whatever they need to finish? How do you handle that? Here are the 3 questions I want you to ask yourself if this comes up for you. Number 1, am I requesting them to do something that is developmentally appropriate? Am I asking too much of them, or is this actually something they're capable of, right? I did not have my 6-year-old carry the vacuum downstairs and do the whole thing by herself. I helped her carry it. I helped her plug it in. I helped her turn it on, right? We can't expect our 2-year-old to clean up a massive pile of blocks on their own. That's not developmentally appropriate. We can probably expect them to clean up 10 or 20. Am I leading with connection and playfulness? Because that will always get you further than being really strict and angry and mean about it. Well, okay, whenever I'm trying to get my kids to do something, when there's a consequence or a responsibility or a task they need to do, coming in with playfulness, coming in with connection and warmth is always going to make them do that thing faster than coming in with like this really angry, strict, triggered, dysregulated energy. You have to vacuum up your crumbs. I wonder how many Cheerios you're gonna find that your baby brother has tossed out of his car seat. Let's see if we can count them, right? Something like that. We're coming in with this like playful, silly energy to help them through the task. Number 3, am I allowing their feelings and scaffolding the behavior? I talked about this a ton in this video, where my kid didn't want to put their laundry away and I helped them through. Sometimes they're going to have big feelings about a consequence or having to do something, and that's okay. They're allowed to feel upset about it. And your job is to help move them through it instead of just saying, you got to vacuum the car. It's like, hey, the first step is plugging it in. What's the next step? Turning it on. What's the next step? Where are you going to start vacuuming? Helping them break it down. This is literally building executive functioning skills in your kids, which when they're an adult, they're going to need to be able to follow through with any responsibilities or consequences or things they need to get done as an adult. Again, if you have like a 1.5-year-old, this is going to be way more simplified than if you have a 6-year-old. We're not going to expect our 1.5-year-old to do like this whole process. It's going to be more simple for them. Hey, you threw your plate on the ground. You pick up the plate and hand it to me. I'll put it in the dishwasher. Bam, done. Right? But as they get older, you can build up the level of responsibility. As you see their ability grow, you let them do more and more. And the more consistent you are with holding boundaries around consequences, not just giving them out at random, but being really thoughtful about, what do I want the consequence to be here? What makes the most sense for my kid in this situation? Your little one is going to start trusting that your word actually means something, and that when they make a mistake, it's totally fine. We all make mistakes. We all do things we shouldn't have done, and we just fix it the best we can. And they're going to start to have that life skill intrinsically developed inside of them, and know that you're there to help them with that. And that's when it's going to get easier and easier and easier as they get older.